It's a pleasure to see everyone. Hi, this is Amir Khan. I'm the founder and CEO of Alkira. Today, we are here to share a very exciting topic with you. It's cloud networking as a service. What we do is we create a common infrastructure across all clouds and hybrid environments so that you can have a ubiquitous experience from a networking perspective across all environments. We've created an abstraction layer across all clouds as well as on-premise locations so that you can interconnect your applications to services residing in the cloud or anywhere seamlessly. We will take you through the cloud journey, cloud networking journey. We will talk about what is cloud networking as a service, the common use cases that our customers are using today, the customers are using our solution for, and the return on investment from the NAS perspective, what the customers are saying, and we will take you through a very interesting demo after that. So let's delve into what is cloud networking as a service. You may have heard about network as a service, which is mostly done through controlling hardware devices from a centralized location, whereas cloud networking as a service is a full infrastructure development that we have done, where all aspects of networking reside inside the clouds, and we have created an abstraction layer so that you have a ubiquitous experience across all clouds and your hybrid environments. We allow you to connect all users, sites, whether it's data centers or branches, and clouds within minutes across the globe. And this is a level of experience that nobody has provided so far in the industry. So we are very proud to bring you that experience as a comprehensive solution. And it is global in nature, and it can interconnect all of your existing environments, whether it's SD-WAN or high-speed connectivity through the likes of Direct Connect or Microsoft Express Route, and tunnels like IPsec. So there are many ways to come into this infrastructure. And on the cloud side, we provide seamless connectivity into all resources residing in your VNets. And it's consume versus build. You don't have to deploy any software or hardware. You just consume this service through a centralized portal, which controls all aspects of this networking service, whether it's the control plane, data plane, management plane, all is done within the cloud. There is native support for hybrid and single cloud and multi-cloud environments, as I said earlier. And it also fully integrates networking services, whether it's security or IPAM type services from Infoblox. You can deploy all these services once, and they can be consumed across all clouds and hybrid environments. It's modern, it's intent-based, point-and-click interface. You can also control this through Terraform as an example, through scripting, and it's very comprehensive control that we provide to you. Again, this is a network infrastructure which is available globally that you can configure within minutes and provision in less than an hour. Let's talk about common NAS use cases or cloud network as a service use cases. In single, hybrid, and multi-cloud environments, customers love the capability to be able to control all these environments from one location, have complete visibility and troubleshooting capabilities, have complete control capabilities, whether it's routing or policy or any type of mechanisms related to networking. They're all available across all these multiple environments. One of the use cases that is taking off now is extranet as a service. What this allows you to do is bring partners or resources which need to be shared between teams or companies or organizations in a very controlled manner, controlled and distributed manner across the globe. How you accomplish that today is by using many, many different point products, and we provide a ubiquitous capability across all environments with full control that your IT teams have. We also provide cloud backbone as a service, which is available globally. It's available across multiple clouds, so you have full redundancy within a cloud, across clouds, and for your on-premise locations like branches and data centers, they can connect through our cloud exchange points to create a global IP backbone so that you don't have to go through many, many different providers to manually stitch everything together and deploy it in a very traditional way, which requires months or years of deployment. You can get it all done globally within a few minutes. It is multi-regional capability also that we provide. Again, it's all infrastructure as a service that you consume through your own portal as a customer to interconnect multiple regions. And we also provide consolidated security services as an example, so that you can centralize security for all your needs, whether it's on-premise locations or cloud locations or remote users. You can deploy security once and consume across all environments. So as you can see, there are plenty of use cases that it covers. It's a complete, very comprehensive networking solution, which is offered like a cloud service, which was not available today. Today, if you deploy these types of services or capabilities in the cloud, again, you have to use many point products and capabilities, which requires months at least to deploy a comprehensive solution. And we have cut that time down to minutes to hours as an example. Very important aspect of deploying a solution is to figure out what is the return on investment for the customers. We have talked to customers, and our customers have provided us direct feedback, and a lot of them have claimed up to 80% reduction in provisioning time, which is huge in today's age where you want the agility, you want the control, you want the capabilities for day two operations in a very precise and concise manner. It's very fast response to your business requests, at least 10x faster. If a request comes in today, the networking teams struggle to provide a solution to those requests from different business units and organizations. And in this case, you can fulfill those requirements within hours to days of testing or provisioning within minutes to an hour or so. And then a few days of testing, and you have the solution working for those organizations. There's a lot of reduction in the overall total cost of ownership. It can vary if you're replacing the physical infrastructure with this up to 70%. On an average, you save about 40% in cost when you deploy a comprehensive solution like that from Alkira for network infrastructure as a service. So what are our customers saying about that? These are publicly available references. You can listen to a keynote at the Open Network User Group that Guru from S&P Global, who's the SVP of Networking and Security, he delivered that with us. He also did a webinar talking about a very comprehensive solution that they have adopted from Alkira to interconnect all of their clouds. They're using multiple different clouds and many, many use cases, including backbone as a service, extranet as a service, segmentation for mergers and acquisitions. They have pretty much all of those use cases deployed through our Alkira solution. And similarly, if you look at Koch Industries, their whole IT, central IT organization today is running on the Alkira solution. All of those organizations, or multiple organizations within the Koch umbrella, utilize that solution to reach many different types of resources which may be centrally located through that central IT organization. And also, there's a good example from Chart Industries, where we started off from the IoT use case, and now we have since replaced majority of their networking needs from the cloud perspective using the Alkira solution and Azure. And then we have multiple other customers, and these references are again available publicly. So you're welcome to visit our website and go through the details of what we offer and how the customers are benefiting from our solution. As I said, the solution is very comprehensive. The fabric that we have created, or the infrastructure that we have created, it is available as a service on a per customer basis. It's very simple to consume. You come into our portal and you select the regions where you want to deploy the solution. It's as simple as that. And a fully routed infrastructure is created for you globally within less than an hour. And you can start interconnecting all of your sites, whether it's branches, remote sites, or data centers, or remote users with the clouds, any cloud, whether it's private cloud or public clouds. We provide a very comprehensive solution to bring all of those environments together, which are fully routed and segmented, so you can have very flexible and agile deployments. And you have full visibility into end-to-end capabilities that we provide, whether it's routing or multiple different types of services. You can control them in a very centrally distributed manner. And you can also connect to services residing over the public cloud, whether it's software as a service applications that you need to use or reach. Again, it's one solution, and many of our customers talk about that based on their deployment scenarios publicly, that they have to utilize many different point solutions to accomplish that. And there's only one universal solution, which is that from Alkira. Now, mind you, today you have to utilize physical infrastructure, many different types of virtual infrastructure, many different types of physical and virtual devices to accomplish this, all these use cases, to be able to solve all these use cases. And Alkira provides a very comprehensive network as a service solution, which is built in the cloud for the clouds and for your hybrid environments or hybrid workplaces, which includes remote users and deployment of security services in a very centralized, controlled manner, and also other higher layer services like IP address management from Infoblox and others in a very concise and agile manner. With that, let me hand it over to Sukruth, who's our Director of Solution Architecture. He will take you through a very comprehensive and detailed demo of the capabilities that we provide through our solution. Welcome, Sukruth. Please go ahead and share the demo.
Thank you, Amir, for the great introduction. And this is Sukruth from Alkira, and I'm super excited to walk everyone through a quick Alkira high-level product demo. And as Amir mentioned, we are a network as a service vendor. And one of the primary requirements of being a network as a service vendor is to make everything simple and agile. And we have made even the consumption super simple. And to consume Alkira network as a service, all you need to do is register yourself with Alkira product. And that registration can be done directly with Alkira, or you can come from Marketplace, like Azure Marketplace. And once you complete your registration, we will create a tenant or a portal for you. And when you log into your portal, this is where you land. This is the first page where it's asking you to choose your Cloud Exchange Point regions. Now, Cloud Exchange Points are our virtual POPs, which we can deploy anywhere across the globe. And typically, they're deployed closest to the user or the workloads which are in the cloud provider. And this is my demo tenant, and hence you see 13 to 14 regions here. In production, we can support upwards of 70 to 80 regions across the globe. For my demo, I've chosen a cloud exchange point or a virtual POP, which is in US West region, and another cloud exchange point, which is in Europe. And once you select the cloud exchange point, click on Save Selection. That will take you to a canvas, and this is where you would draw out your network. And once you're done with designing your network, you can click on Pending Changes and hit the Provision button, and we will bring up your end-to-end network infrastructure with network and security services. Now, as you can see here on the screen, you can see a cloud exchange point or a virtual POP, which is in US West region, and we have another one in Frankfurt, Germany. By default, when you select cloud exchange point, they are automatically interconnected, which means now we have a high-speed backbone built out from Germany to Northern California within a matter of few minutes. So once you select your cloud exchange point, it'll bring you to this canvas, and this is where you design your network. And once you're done with your network design, click on Pending Changes and hit the Provision button. We will bring up your end-to-end network infrastructure with network and security services. And as you can see here, we have two cloud exchange points, one in US West region and another one in Frankfurt region. And by default, as soon as you select the cloud exchange point, we will bring up a high-speed backbone between two regions. Like in this case, we have a high-speed backbone up and running between US West region and Frankfurt. So once you have your backbone up and running, it's just a matter of carving your segments or your layer 3 VRFs. And once you carve out your segments, you can just onboard your endpoints. It could be your on-premises endpoints, or it could be your cloud endpoints. And you can just map these endpoints to the segments that are carved out, and we can bring up your global end-to-end connectivity infrastructure. Now, to carve out the segments, you need to go to Management and click on Segment. And in the interest of time, I have created multiple segments here, like Line of Business 1, Line of Business 2, Partner 1, and Partner 2. And these segments, by default, again, get extended across the backbone. Now, with this, we have a high-speed backbone from Frankfurt to Northern California, and we have multiple segments extended across this backbone. That is step 2 into the consumption. And once you have the backbone created and segments extended across the backbone, you can start building out your connectivity. Now, to build out your connectivity, you can dive into a given region. Like in this case, let me dive into Germany region. Like this square here represents a cloud exchange point sitting in Germany region. And as you can see here, we have 3 widgets. The one which is in the right-hand side shows multiple options to build out connectivity into cloud endpoints. We can seamlessly extend connectivity into Azure, AWS, GCP, or OCI endpoints. Similarly, on the left-hand side, what you see is multiple avenues to extend connectivity from on-premises or user side into Alkira backbone that is carved out for the customer. And in the middle, what you see is a layer of services which you can insert. We do support multiple security and networking services. As you can see, you can deploy whether it's Checkpoint, Palo Alto's, Fortinet's, or Cisco FTDs. You can drag and drop any of these security appliances for inspection. Similarly, other services like NATing, extranet, or Infoblox can be dragged and dropped as well. Now I'm going to quickly show you how simple it is to build out connectivity into the cloud provider. And for this demo, I'm going to extend connectivity into Azure endpoint and also show how simple it is to build out connectivity from Azure into a multi-cloud infrastructure which could reside in GCP. Now, to build out connectivity into Azure, all you need to do is click on Azure Connector and select your credential and select your region and click on Fetch VPCs. We will discover all the VNets that are part of your account in Northern Europe region. Now from there, all you need to do is select your VNet. And once you select your VNet, you will see multiple options based on the throughput that is required. Pick the right size. And this is where you would map it into a segment. And within a segment, you can also map it into a micro segment. And once that is done, click on Attach and Done. And we will build out connectivity into Azure VNet. Now, if you want to extend connectivity into GCP, again, exactly the same workflow. And this is where we provide tremendous value, and we've made the solution super simple. Whether you're extending connectivity into Azure or other cloud providers, the workflow is exactly the same, right? To extend connectivity into GCP, provide the credential and click on Fetch VPCs. We will discover all the VPCs that are part of your account. From there, again, exactly the same workflow where based on the throughput you need, pick the right size, map it to the right segment and micro segment. And once that is done, click on Attach and Done. And with this, we will have connectivity built out to GCP VPC. So now once you have built out cloud connectivity into Azure and GCP, you have connectivity from your VNet in Azure to GCP VPC within Germany region. And exactly same logic applies if you want to extend connectivity from one region to another region. Same workflow. And with this, you will have connectivity from multiple cloud providers across multiple regions within a matter of few minutes. Now, moving on, if you need to extend connectivity from your user side or on-prem side, exactly the same process. And we do provide multiple avenues to extend connectivity from user side, whether you're extending private connectivity from data centers or remote user connectivity for home users, or it could be connectivity from SD-WAN fabric. You can do it all. Or it could be a simple IPsec connectivity over internet, and we support them all. I'm going to quickly walk you through building connectivity from a data center via standard IPsec over internet. To do that, all you need to do is select Add IPsec, and it'll open up this canvas, and you just need to go through this workflow to extend IPsec connectivity from your data center. Provide your IPsec connector name and provide the endpoint name. And all you need to provide is a reachable IP address. This is the gateway IP address of your data center. And from there, depending on the routing mode you want to run in, if you want to run BGP to exchange routing, you can pick a BGP ASN number, and we also support static routing. And once you're done with that, based on the throughput, pick your size, map it to the right segment and micro segment. And once you're done, hit Save Connector. We will configure multiple IPsec tunnels on Alkira side for redundancy's sake and provide the configuration that goes on the data center side. If the customer plug in the configuration on the data center side, they will have seamless connectivity from data center into Alkira backbone and from there to cloud providers. And to quickly show you, I'm going to jump into US West region where I had brought up connectivity in the interest of time. And as you can see, we have connectivity built out to Azure endpoints here, and there are multiple data centers and branches extended connectivity into US West region. And we have connectivity which we just built out in Germany region. They all are fully meshed now. You have full mesh of connectivity from user side to cloud side and from one cloud provider to another cloud provider. And that completes building out connectivity across multiple cloud providers, across multiple regions. And I'm going to quickly show how easy it is to insert or consolidate your security service. Now, if you want to insert a security service to inspect your traffic that is going from north to south region, or it could be from east to west region, all you need to do is, I'm going to show you guys how to insert a Palo Alto appliance for security inspection, and exactly the same workflow applies for other security vendors as well. So if you want to insert Palo Alto firewall, click on Add Palo Alto firewall and run through this workflow. Pick a service name, And then if you have Panorama, provide Panorama details here. And in terms of licensing, we support 2 types of licensing. You can bring your own license or consume Alkira's license and pay as you go. Once you select that, pick the VM bundle, pick the Palo Alto firewall version, and based on the throughput you need, pick the right size and provide the password to manage the VM instance that we bring up. And for registration, you can just pick a pin and pin value. And once you're done with that, now you can choose the segments for which you want to inspect traffic. Say in this case, I'm going to choose line of business 1 segment for which we need to inspect traffic. And I'm going to select management segment as well. This is to access the Palo Alto VMs that we're going to deploy. And once you're done, click on Save Selection. And that's essentially all you need to do to insert Palo Alto security appliance for inspecting traffic that is going from north to south or east to west. And we can leverage the same security appliance for inspecting traffic that is egressing to internet or internet ingress traffic coming in to access your SaaS application. Now I've completed demonstrating how simple and easy it is to build out connectivity across the globe to multiple cloud providers and extend connectivity from data centers and branches and remote users, and also consolidate your network and security service. Now, on top of building out connectivity and providing services, we take care of end-to-end visibility and also provide all the day-to troubleshooting capabilities. And as you can see here, this tenant has 5 different CXPs or 5 virtual POPs spread across the globe, and they are all interconnected, and the segments which are carved out are extended across the backbone as well. Now, if you go into a given region, now I've jumped into US West region, as you can see, there are endpoints which are in red and there are endpoints which are in green. We constantly monitor the health of all these endpoints. Anything that is in green, they're all up and running, and anything that is in red, they're down and it's actionable, and we raise alerts for this as well. And this is constantly monitored across all the endpoints across the globe. And on top of this, if you jump into the dashboard, you do have basic inventory on how many virtual POPs you have across the globe and the number of connections that you have across the globe and who are your top bandwidth consuming applications, so on and so forth. Beyond that, if you dive into a given region, a lot more capabilities in terms of how much bandwidth is consumed within this region and who are your top bandwidth contributing endpoints and how much traffic is going from the user side and the amount of traffic that is going into the Palo Alto or other security appliances that we insert. So we do have all the visibility and telemetry which is built into the tool. And for troubleshooting, you can leverage our route visualization tool where you can see complete routing matrix that is built out across the globe, right? You can see all the prefixes that are advertised from different endpoints and the prefixes that we advertise towards cloud endpoints, or it could be data center. And moving on, if we need to troubleshoot further, we have additional troubleshooting capabilities built in to debug both control and data plane. Now, to debug further, if in case of any problems, you can select your endpoint. Like in this case, let's say I've selected Azure VNet and click on select for diagnosis. It'll take you to another widget and you have multiple options to troubleshoot both control and data plane. We do have live debug logs. If your endpoint is not coming up, you have access into debug logs and you can look at BGP, IPsec, VXLAN, GRE logs. And if you need to do basic ping trace and trace routes, that is available. And if you want to do control plane debugging, you can leverage one of these. And if you want to get into data plane debugging, we do have access to flow capture, which is similar to NetFlow. And we do have options to capture packets as well from endpoints. Like with this, you can troubleshoot end-to-end across the globe. And when you leverage a multi-cloud or a hybrid cloud infrastructure, this is something which is lacking today, and we provide all the tools in terms of troubleshooting. And all the alerting, audit logs, and if users schedule any jobs in terms of provisioning, everything gets captured. And we do have integration with Splunk and ServiceNow, and we can export all these alerts and audit logs and NetFlow into Splunk or ServiceNow or any tool of your choice. And last but not the least, in terms of logging into the portal, we do support SSO. You can integrate it with any SAML based SSO tool. And we do support RBAC. If you need different levels of support for different types of user, you can do that. And we have complete billing invoice available on the dashboard as well. All in all, it's just one tool to design your day zero network and troubleshoot your day two activities as well. Thank you everyone for listening to this demo. And as you saw, Alkira is one tool which you will leverage to bring your day zero network and also to manage your day two operations and all the troubleshooting aspects. And I hope you enjoyed the demo. Looking forward to working with everyone. Thank you.